So this is the backyard project, and I'm starting here first. I'm making a video quick so they can let their dog out. This is a step that Colonial Stone actually built 15 years ago. I think Scott did it, she said. They've been having problems with this backyard patio and sitting wall with things settling and all sorts of stuff. So I tell you that because when we bid this, I want to be kind of gentle on them. I'm appreciative that they called us back. So what we have here is it's 7 feet 8 inches wide for this bottom tread, and it's 4 feet on this left side from front to back. What we're going to need to do is take out this back course here. I'm sorry, this first course here. We can reuse the bulk of this, of at least the blue stone, and I assume that we'll be able to use a bit of the Fond du Lac here. We need to do a better base, so I'm thinking that we probably should, that we're going to need to put some concrete down. This top riser here, she said, is actually set on a concrete, some sort of cement footing, and I can actually see it in there. I would like to dowel into that and and have that be a part of the structure if possible. I'm guessing there's not crushed rock underneath. Well, I don't know what's underneath here. I can look on the side here. I can tell they use salt, and she admitted as much, but this front step is just separated, and it makes me sick when I see work that we had done, even though it's that long ago, that looks as bad as it currently does. So, like I said, 7 feet 8 inches wide, 4 feet deep. Reuse most of the stone and do this with the correct foundation. So, I'm going to walk. This is the backyard. I'm going to walk to the front here, so that way I can close the gate and I'll explain the front yard project. So, sorry as I kind of jiggles around. Closing the gate. Alright, so in the front yard here, we have a sidewalk. We're replacing this sidewalk with bluestone. The sidewalk is going to, you can see where it comes into the driveway here. We're going to need to zip this off because the sidewalk is actually going to need to be moved toward the road a little bit to line up with how the new step configuration is. We are going to veneer this step that we have here. Using Fond du Lac risers and bluestone. We're going to bid it two ways. One way using tread stock, and one way using patterned, like what they have in the back. She's kind of leaning toward pattern because they have kind of irregular stuff, or more rustic stuff on the inside. So she probably wants to keep the look and feel of what it is over there. Now, these steps are 9 inches deep. Each of these steps are 9 inches deep. So what I'm suggesting that we do, and I know it's going to take a little more time, is to basically make some custom veneer for these bottom two treads here. This top tread, or this top riser, will use 1-inch veneer, but then for the second riser, the second one down, we cut some Fond du Lac to a thickness that makes it so that way that tread is 12 inches deep. So that tread is 12 inches deep, and then we'll have to do the same thing for the bottom one. So I'm guessing if the top one is 1-inch veneer, the second tread is going to be maybe 3-inch veneer, and the bottom one is going to be 4 or 5-inch veneer to make up for the depths that we need for it. Like I said, these are really narrow, and we need to do something. The reason that she wants to go over this is because on that back step, that front step separated at the bottom part, but where it's sitting on concrete, it is still, it hasn't moved. So she wants to keep it a nice firm foundation like what she currently has. And the step in itself is in good shape. They had 3 years ago, they had this road redone, and she said when the compactors came along the road, those big roller compactors, it actually made their step settle ever so slightly to the right. So we'll keep that in mind, that we have to kind of level it out a little bit, make the stone level with the earth as opposed to level with the step itself. But I did express my concern about it separating from the house over here, but she said that happened during that compaction part. So we'll we'll just have to meet up with it and just caulk in between the stone and the side. Oops, sorry, and the siding over there. Start talking and not pointing my camera. So like I said, this sidewalk is going to get moved out this way, and we'll readjust the edge rock so that way it's flushed up next to it. Good access, nice neighborhood. I mean, she didn't seem upset about it. She's about the back having problems. She just seemed disappointed, and I'm just pleased that she called us back. So